Believe that. You hear me? So first off, roll tide, full of pride, heavy, win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. So news is Nick Sheridan, former offensive coordinator last year, right? Nick Sheridan is going to be the OC at Michigan State. Well, before I really dive into it, I must say best wishes to him, heavy. I hope he does well over there around yonder. Do I think he will do well? Hell to the no. But at the end of the day, I do really wish him the best. Even though last year he messed Bama over, messed the players over in numerous games. I repeat, in numerous games. You know, no grudges held. But at the end of the day, at least for Bama last year, he did not utilize his personnel correctly. He did not put his players in the best position to win. It was time that Jalen Milroe and the players carried him, carried this whole staff damn near, right? Right. So, see what it is? A lot of Alabama fans and media nut ride certain coaches, certain players, certain individuals, even certain alumni who could really care less about Bama. You know, they even show respect and give props to certain alumni that didn't even want to see Bama in the playoff, that vouched for Bama being in out the playoff. You hear? So at the end of the day, it is what it is with Nick Sheridan, huh? Yeah. To me, I don't feel bad. I'm not worried. I don't look at it as a big loss. I mean, what was he? What did he do? He was Kalen DeBoer's homeboy. Point blank, period. I repeat, he was Kalen DeBoer's homeboy, right? Yeah. After that performance he put on last season, after the coaching he did last season, if he was anywhere else, right? If he didn't know Kalen DeBoer, if Nick Saban was the head coach or it was a different head coach, he would have been fired out the door. No QB's coach, no being a position coach, heavy. And that may be, he may be some of Ty Simpson's problem right there. Point blank, period. No cap. Now, once again, I don't wish the man no harm. I hope he does well. But Michigan, I feel like they're desperate. They're very desperate. Really, the whole state of Michigan when it comes to sports and football, both programs. Michigan State, boom. Michigan, boom. You see what's going at the University of Michigan. That evil, wicked stuff that's going on around yonder there. I don't even know why Kalen DeBoer would have even been interested in going there to coach, let alone be there for some years. Heavy. But Nick Sheridan, he did what he did. It is what it is. Ain't nobody finna cry and miss him, act like he was such a pivotal or played a pivotal role in this Alabama offense. He wasn't a great play caller, period. Some may say he did good with the lack of personnel. I say, Cap, kill that noise. He had solid personnel last year, and he did a piss poor job with it. He put the team, the offense, in very bad predicaments at times. We seen him get so damn predictable with Milroe, it wasn't even funny. So I don't care. I could care less about Nick Sheridan leaving. Let him leave. Let him go. Period. I'm more worried about or concerned about certain players hitting a transfer portal if it happens, right? Yeah. Certain players going here, certain players going there potentially, period. I could care less about where Nick Sheridan go. I'm more focused in on Indiana and how the hell Bama gonna go up there and beat Indiana bottom line. Everybody talking about Nick Sheridan this and Nick Sheridan that. Once again, who cares? If you ask me, he didn't do enough for Bama. If you ask me, he didn't put in a lot of work. He simply stayed on a staff because Kalen DeBoer knew him. He was buddy with Kalen DeBoer. And shout out Kalen DeBoer. He is loyal, right? He sticks with his guys, rolls with it with his guys, even if it's to his own demise. But you want me to sit here and cry and act like I really care about Nick Sheridan leaving? At the end of the day, he didn't want to stay. The job didn't mean that much to him, right? He didn't want to stay and finish out the playoffs, finish coaching, etc. You know, bottom line, he wanted to leave. He wanted to roll out. So guess what? Let him roll out. And I ain't gonna feel no way or have no real pur compassion for him. At the end of the day, to me, he wasn't really pur. He wasn't really pur. You know, point blank, period, huh? Bottom line, we need to focus on Indiana, huh? We need to focus on the players and coaches in the building. You know, the portal is coming up, right? Right. And I'm not saying Bama will have a lot of players that hit the portal, but potentially you never know. The whole NIL, the whole transfer portal thing, players can do whatever. You never know which direction it's going to go. Now, I feel like Kalen DeBoer is building something real proper and real pure around Bama. His recruiting class was great, so I give him that. You hear me? Heavy. You know what he's building, bringing players in, bringing more players in. Even if certain players do hit the portal, you know, Bama will still be in a good position. And I think majority of the players will remain. And Bama's a very young team, you know, freshmen, starters, sophomores all over the field round yonder. Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, we got bigger fish to fry. We got big issues on the table. Like, boom. Let's talk about the errors Bama needs to fix before playing Indiana. You know, let's talk about certain players having to be better and step up. Huh? Yeah. Let's talk about the players we need more out of. People want to spend time here and act like Nick Sheridan was all that. Man, you being real, you keeping it 1,000. He held that offense back last year. Bottom line, man. Yeah, I know Milroe had his issues. The whole offense had their issues. But at the end of the day, the main culprits for the lack of success at times, the predictability at times for that offense was Nick Sheridan. Heavy, no way around it. And if you deny it, you are delusional, you know? Bottom line, man. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Congrats to him for getting an opportunity to go to Michigan State. Shows you how desperate they really are. Heavy, man. Nick Sheridan wasn't the top of the top. Huh? Nick Sheridan ain't the top of the top, man. Come on. He got that. He was in Bama. He carried the Bama name. So Team Strictly saw that, right? Right. Let's not sit here and act like he's one of the best offensive coordinating candidates for the job. It's the name. He's coming from the board tree, the Ryan Grubb tree, period. The Alabama standard tree, period. Heavy. You know? So the school he's at, the school he's coming from, huh? The coaches he's been around, huh? The coaches who I'm sure probably speak highly of him, put in a good word for him, got him that job, got him that position. I guarantee it. Michigan State probably didn't have a lot of options anyway. The whole state of Michigan, and we talking about Michigan sports and college football. Oh, man. Like I said earlier, it is in turmoil. The whole Shaman Moore thing. Didn't Michigan State have one of their coaches get caught up in something as well? So it's a lot of certain energies rolling through Michigan football, dog. You know? Michigan State and Michigan University, period. Huh? But I guarantee you, Michigan State, they went with what they could get. They went with who they could get. You know, now they say, oh, he's the quarterback's coach. Yeah. How much work does he really put in with Ty? And like, I gotta bring it back, right? Some of Ty's issues could be because of who his position coach is in Nick Sheridan. You know, Sheridan could be the problem, huh? With some of the bad play we have been seeing from Ty. So let him get up on out of there. Go ahead, pack his bags, get up on out of there, round yonder, dog. Correct. Let him go, let him flow. You know, we got Indiana coming up, bro, in a week. Ain't no time to sit back and worry about what Sheridan doing or where Sheridan going. No, ain't no time to focus on this and that. What coaches want to leave, what coaches, players want to leave. No. You zone in on one thing. Anything else is a distraction, period. Huh? It's time to be about action and lock in. That's what it is, dog. Point blank, period. Right. Right. So once again, best wishes to Nick Sheridan. Hopefully he go over there and handle that business, huh? That Michigan State business. Do I think he will be a great OC? Hell to the no. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen enough from him when he was at Bama. He's predictable. He can't utilize his talent correctly, huh? And he don't know how to run an offense on a consistent basis. I don't care what nobody talking about. Anybody got a problem with what I'm saying? Guess what? Get at me, baby. Get at me. Big skull here, man. You know what it is. Roll Tide full of pride, man. Fire them comments up. Let me know how you feel about the video, huh? And that's what it is, man. Period. It's time to handle that business. Lock in on Indiana. Lock in. Roll Tide.